Something is in the water in the Bieber household, and whatever it is, it's clearly fueling a wave of fearless, headline-grabbing confidence that has everyone talking. In the span of just a few days, both Justin and Hailey Bieber managed to dominate conversations across music, fashion, and pop culture, not with carefully planned press releases or polished red carpet moments, but with bold, almost impulsive choices that felt raw, unfiltered, and unmistakably them. Fresh off the shockwaves Justin sent through the crypto.com arena by stepping onto the Grammy Awards stage wearing nothing but a pair of satin boxer shorts and socks, Hailey Bieber followed up with her own daring moment, stripping things down in an entirely different setting but with the same unapologetic energy. While Justin commanded one of the world's biggest music stages in his underwear, Hailey took to the snowy slopes dressed in little more than a pair of underwear and a fuzzy white ski jacket, turning a ski run into a viral fashion statement and a clever marketing move for her Rhode skincare brand. The timing alone made it impossible to ignore the parallel. Social media users were quick to joke that the Biebers must be sharing more than just a home, that some sort of shared confidence potion was clearly at work. Yet beyond the humor and shock value, these moments hinted at something deeper. A couple fully comfortable in their own skin, unbothered by expectations, and seemingly uninterested in playing by anyone else's rules. Hailey's ski shoot, which she shared to Instagram on Thursday, was immediately attention-grabbing. Against a backdrop of pristine white snow and icy mountain air, the model and entrepreneur posed wearing no pants at all, her legs and backside fully visible as she glided and posed on the slopes. She paired the bare look with a fuzzy white ski jacket, thick gloves, socks, and heavy-duty boots, leaning fully into the aesthetic of a winter snow bunny, but with a daring twist that made it impossible to scroll past. The images weren't just about shock, though. They were carefully styled, playful, and undeniably on-brand. Hailey wasn't skiing for sport, she was skiing for road. The shoot was part of a promotional campaign for her skincare line, specifically spotlighting the brand's caffeine reset mask and peptide lip boost. In her caption, she leaned into the contrast of icy cold and skincare warmth, writing, "Masking through the snow! Caffeine reset mask and peptide lip boost are yours February 9th snowflake hot beverage at Rhode." Caption was breezy and light, almost casual, as if posing half-naked in freezing temperatures was just another day at work. That nonchalance was part of the appeal. Hailey has long mastered the art of making bold fashion choices look effortless, and this was no exception. Post quickly racked up likes, comments, and shares, with fans praising her confidence and critics debating whether the look was iconic or absurd. Among the supportive voices was her close friend Gigi Hadid, who chimed in with a simple but enthusiastic "so good" in the comments. The endorsement from a fellow supermodel only added fuel to the moment, reinforcing the sense that this wasn't a gimmick but a statement embraced by Hailey's inner circle and the fashion elite. What made the moment even more compelling was how seamlessly it fit into Hailey's evolution over the past few years. No longer just known as a model or Justin Bieber's wife, she has carved out a powerful identity as a businesswoman and tastemaker. Rhode, her skincare brand, has become a serious player in the beauty industry, praised for its clean aesthetic, accessible pricing, and products that often sell out shortly after launch. By placing herself at the center of the brand's imagery, literally bearing it all, Hailey reinforced the idea that Rhode is an extension of her personal philosophy, simple, confident, and unapologetically authentic. Just days earlier, Justin had sparked his own wave of disbelief and admiration with a performance that few could have predicted. The Grammy Awards are known for high fashion, carefully curated looks, and weeks, sometimes months, of planning behind every performance. Artists typically collaborate closely with stylists, creative directors, and producers to ensure their moment on stage aligns perfectly with their image and the tone of the show. Justin Bieber, however, threw that playbook out entirely. When the 31-year-old pop star walked onto the Grammy stage wearing nothing but satin boxer shorts from his own fashion brand, SKWLRK, and a pair of socks, the audience didn't quite know how to react. For a split second, there was confusion. Was this part of the act? A costume change gone wrong? A joke? But as Justin began to sing, it became clear that this was intentional, deliberate, and deeply personal. The sight was startling, especially in a room filled with couture gowns, tailored suits, and glittering jewelry. Yet Justin stood there calmly, confidently, seemingly unaffected by the collective gasp of the crowd. He wasn't performing in character or hiding behind theatrics. He was simply standing there, exposed in a way that went beyond physical clothing, or lack thereof. What made the moment even more remarkable was the revelation that Grammy organizers had no idea this was coming. There was no heads up, no discussion, no negotiation. Justin didn't consult producers about his outfit, nor did he submit sketches or concepts ahead of time. According to Grammy Awards executive producer Ben Winston, the decision was made so late that it barely registered as a decision at all. Speaking on the Rolling Stone Music Now podcast, Winston explained that Justin hadn't locked in his look until the very moment he stepped onto the stage. "I don't think he decided what the outfit would be until he walked on stage," Winston said. "He's not even really going, 'This is what I'm going to do.' When we had reached out to him about his creative, he was just like, 'I'm just going to get on stage and sing.'" That approach alone set Justin apart from nearly every other performer of the night. In an industry often criticized for being overproduced and overly controlled, his attitude felt refreshingly simple. He wasn't chasing shock value for its own sake. He was chasing honesty. The rehearsal process only reinforced that impression. While artists are typically given extensive rehearsal time to fine-tune every detail of their performance, Justin used only a fraction of what was available to him. Out of a 90-minute rehearsal window, he took just 15 minutes. Ben Winston recalled the moment vividly. "It was brilliant," he said. "We're 7 minutes into his hour-and-a-half rehearsal. And he goes, 'How'd it look to you? You happy with it?' And I was like, 'Oh my God. It looked beautiful. I loved it.' And he went, 'Okay, fantastic. See you Sunday.'" The exchange sounded almost surreal, an artist of Justin Bieber's stature checking in briefly, delivering a performance that left producers stunned, and then casually walking away. The only additional request Winston made was for Justin to perform the song one more time, purely so camera operators could properly set up their shots. Beyond the logistics, Winston was struck by the emotional weight of the performance. It was what he wanted to do. It was all him, he said. It was a career-defining moment for him. It was so different to what we've seen over the years. That sentiment resonated with fans who have followed Justin's journey from teen idol to global superstar, and through the very public struggles that came with that transformation. Over the years, Justin has been open about his battles with mental health, fame, and the pressures of growing up in the spotlight. In that context, performing in his underwear felt less like a stunt and more like a metaphor, stripping away layers, expectations, and personas to reveal something raw and real underneath. Seen side by side, Justin's Grammy performance and Hailey's ski shoot began to feel like two sides of the same coin. Both moments challenged conventional ideas of presentation and propriety, especially within elite spaces like award shows and luxury fashion campaigns. Both were met with shock, praise, criticism, and endless online debate. And both reinforced the sense that the Biebers are moving through a new phase of their public lives, one defined less by perfection and more by personal expression.